My name's Christopher and welcome back to an art adventure. As you just saw, we're up to day 3 of Inktober. I'm starting to feel it today. I had a busy day and by the time I started working on this prompt, it was already maybe 8 or 9 p.m. at night, and now I am onto the video editing and it's getting quite late and I'm getting quite sleepy. If you're also doing Inktober, I hope that you're doing well and keeping up with it. So I found today's prompt word of roasted quite challenging, and from what I've seen of social media posts, it looks like a lot of other people did as well. I did some Google research and just got a lot of roast chickens and turkeys, and I'm pretty much vegetarian, so that wasn't at all appealing to me. And then I began to think of other things like roasting a person or flames and fire. And it got me thinking about maybe doing some fan art. And I'm a huge fan of comic books, and I know that next year there's going to be a reboot of the HellBoy comic book series. Maybe you're familiar with the comic books, or maybe you saw the original movies, but I decided that this would be a perfect character to do some fan art for Roasted. He's literally from hell and often surrounded by flames. I used one of the upcoming promotional posters as a reference, and then for my tools I've used my newly acquired Zebra Zensations brush from my Art Snacks and Paletful Packs boxings, and you can check out those unboxings in my previous videos. And I'm also using some Marabu inks. I got one of them in an Art Snacks box recently, and then Art Snacks had a sale on their store, and I just couldn't resist picking up a few more of the Marabu Aqua ink so I could get some in each of the primary colors. And I did that a few weeks ago with the intention of using them at least a few times during Inktober. These are really interesting inks because they're almost like watercolors. They don't set permanent, and you can rework them a little bit after they've dried somewhat and mix them in a little bit more like watercolors. So they are an ink, but they're closer towards a watercolor than something like an India ink. And you can see here some of the effects that I'm getting by mixing the lemon yellow and carmine red. For the background, I'll be using one of my newly acquired acrylic markers. I got it in this month's Art Snacks box actually, and I'm really in love with the Vermillion color that I got there. And I also use a brush pen that's water soluble at the end to add in some more shadows. And so those are the main things that I've used to complete this piece. And I'm pretty happy with the result overall. I think that it's got a cool effect to it, and I'm really digging this whole exploration of using limited resources or limited materials to create some interesting art. As much as possible, I'm also trying to push myself during Inktober to try out new and different art styles, or at least explore ones that I haven't really messed with very much before, and to see where it takes me, and to also branch out of my comfort zone with the kinds of subjects that I'll be creating illustrations for. If you are sticking around to watch all of my videos, thank you so much. That's so cool of you, and I hope that you're enjoying the variety of different pieces that I'm making. It'll be interesting to see what people's favorites are by the end, and I will hopefully do a tour of all of the pieces if I make it through to the end of Inktober and I'm not a shattered shell of who I used to be. It's quite an intense experience to be not only creating a piece of art every day, but then also filming and editing and posting a video on it. And you'll probably find that many of my video posts are a day or so behind because I'm actually creating the pieces on the actual day. Alright, so we're getting towards the end of this piece, and I hope that my audio has made sense. I can definitely feel that I'm quite tired tonight, and so hopefully it's not just weird ramblings, and that you've enjoyed watching me create this HellBoy inspired piece of artwork for the prompt word roasted. It'd be awesome to see what your thoughts and comments are. If you want to leave me a note down below, and also if you haven't subscribed before, if you could click that little subscription button that I'll put at the end, or it's also found in the lower right hand corner under the video window. You can click subscribe and also that little notification bell, and then keep up with all of my posts. Okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to say for this, and I'm just adding in the last little shadows and details with the water soluble brush pen. So I'll see you guys for another art adventure tomorrow with the prompt word spell. I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, bye.